Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to a brand new playthrough of Total War Warhammer. I have been looking forward to this game for so long. I never really had like the Warhammer pieces and did anything like that because I never really had the money to buy them because, you know, if you've ever had Warhammer pieces or collected them or anything, they're not cheap. They are quite expensive, and if you don't have like family members who want to buy them for you, or you know, have money coming in at a constant time to be able to buy them, you're just gonna be in a situation where you're not gonna be able to buy them. So, never really got the chance to paint them and stuff like that, but I have seen them and I've watched people you play with them, or like I guess play the game, you know, the board game with them, and it looks so much fun. And when I found out that this game was coming out, that was the Warhammer Universe, it was awesome. Now I don't know a huge amount about the lore of Warhammer. I honestly know nothing about the lore. I just always been someone who thinks it's cool, you know? So, if you know a lot about the lore, feel free to post it in the comments and tell me about any kind of lore, but I'm probably not going to talk about the lore very much just because I know nothing of it. So, I'm not going to talk about something that I have no idea about. So, I was thinking which one of these I wanted to do. I didn't want to do Empire because I've played a little bit of Empire, and I know Empire's kind of strength is like their artillery and things like that, and their heavy cavalry, but I just couldn't stand the Empire early game because all they have is like the infantry, and their infantry are so bad that it's just like, oh, you just lose so much. At least I've lost so much, it felt like. Next, dwarves. The first campaign I did was dwarves. Dwarves were a good idea, just because I personally like dwarves a lot. So dwarves were like kind of like a finalist. But the one we're going to be going with, obviously, if you've seen the title of the episode, you already know, is going to be the greenskins, the orcs. Mainly because I like playing as orcs, where you just kind of get a lot of orcs and then kill everybody. You just, like, if you can get your troops in melee range and actually, like, hand-to-hand combat with anyone else, you're gonna just wipe the floor with them, right? If you can get into range with them and fight them, you're gonna destroy them, right? It's just a matter of getting there. So, yeah, I can't wait to play some of this, because just look at this cinematic here. Oh my goodness. So we're going to be playing as the greenskins. You can only capture territories belonging to the dwarves or other greenskin tribes. Fightiness, which pretty much means we have to keep fighting and winning in order to keep our people, in order to keep our armies happy, right? So that's kind of like each army has its own out-of-battle morale for the orcs, and if you constantly are losing or you're just not doing anything, then the morale's going to go down, and then eventually they'll start fighting with each other, and you'll, you know, take attrition and things like that. God, look at that spider, just ate that poor guy. Oh my god. And then we have what does that say? Animosity. God, I can't read right now. Which pretty much just saying what I'm saying leads to a little fighting. High fightiness will spawn an allied wog. Is it wog or waw? I never can tell. You'll have to let me know in the comments. Which I don't know how you're gonna let me know by writing something, by typing letters, because it's just gonna come out the same way. So, pretty much it spawns an allied force that you can command. And they can use underway, which means they can use the network of underground tunnels to avoid impassable terrain and enemy armies, which means that kind of goes along with the way that orcs play, where they want to constantly be like raiding and attacking. So they're kind of they have their armies in one place. They use the underground, bam, away from right enough time to where you're away before the enemy army comes and tries to kill you. So let's continue. So if you haven't seen Total War Warhammer yet, one of the big things in Total War Warhammer is you get to choose your leader, which as the orcs, there's two. There is Grimgor Ironhide, which is he's kind of a melee guy. He buffs black orcs. He has a higher campaign movement speed and gets a minus 10% upkeep on black orcs and biggin units. And then you have Azag the Slaughterer, who he uses magic. He has Lore of Death spells, and that's it. I'm trying to read what it is, and any fights. So he's more like the orcs version of a wizard, pretty much. Obviously, orcs can get goblin shamans, but he's pretty much the leader version of them. So he has higher diplomatic relations with the undead and higher income from sacking. So we're going to be playing Grimgor because, like I said, I like to just get in there and start bashing some heads, and that's exactly what Grimgor is good at. We're going to be playing on normal difficulty because I haven't played a Total War game in quite a bit, and I'm still kind of rusty. I haven't played a huge amount of this game yet either, so I'm still a bit rusty. I'm not going to play easy because easy is just stupid, and eventually we might move it up to hard on a future playthrough if I can kind of start getting back some of the knowledge of how to play this game. But yeah, I don't want this to be super boring and me just like fiddling around with stuff and then dying immediately. So we're gonna try and keep it at an okay place. So we're gonna be skipping the introduction. The introduction is pretty much teaching how to play Total War games. I played enough Total War games to know the basics, and I played a little bit of this game already to know some of the basics of this. So we're gonna start the campaign. It's gonna go into the cutscene. I'm gonna mute my mic and enjoy.
War comes. I can smell it. The old world teaches on a blade's edge, but a steadying hand may yet save it. Is that my role? Alas, nothing is grand. I am merely a humble advisor to Grimgor Ironhide, the most brutal of black orcs. Even that bestial intellect recognized a use in me. Now I accompany his horde as we travel south, laying waste to the stunted and rival Ork tribes alike. Deep in the Badlands, Gorfang Rotgut, master of Black Crag, challenges his superiority. Grimgor stands to take the whole of the old world as his prize. But first, he must vanquish Rotgut and take Black Crag as his new capital.
Wow. So yeah, it's not going to drop us into actually fighting that battle. If you did the introduction, it will, but it pretty much just takes you step by step on how to fight a siege battle, and then it makes you fight a land battle after to kind of teach you the basics to that.
Is yours, my brutal lord.
Oh yeah.
The Badlands beyond lay open for conquest.
Yeah.
This area is dominated by tribes of inferior greenskins. On the plains to the west, Rotgut's Red Fangs mass against you, angry at the loss of their stronghold. Proving your utter superiority over Gorfang should be your first calling. Vanquish the Red Fang, and tribes of lesser orcs will flock to your banner, freeing your mobs to look further afield for lands to conquer. The stunted dwarfs that dwell in the mountains around you should provide plentiful quarry. Your enemies are belligerent and won't necessarily cow down to your indomitable will. They need to be tamed, broken, or annihilated.
Alright, I'm on that. Don't worry. See, I think he's just like an advisor. I don't know if he's in the lore. He might be in the lore. If he is, leave it in the comments. I have no clue. But I'm going to call him Jeremy. Now, Jeremy, thank you very much for letting me know. So, we have missions. Missions are back, guys. I don't think missions were in, like, the last couple games. I feel like missions haven't been in the game since, like, I feel like Medieval. Medieval 2 was one of my absolute favorite Total War games, right? Medieval 2 and Shogun 2 were two of my, like, absolute favorites. And I know a lot of people agree with that. They're some of the absolute favorites. There might have been Shogun 2. I don't know. I haven't played in a really long time. I'm trying to, like, mentally picture it. I think there were. But missions, we have to defeat an army belonging to the Red Fangs. They'll give us 1,000 golds called treasury. Okay. So here is an army right here by Nash. Nash is an orc war boss. We can see he's got goblins and goblin wolf chariots. So we got Grimgor here. Our meter is pretty even. Right now we're at cowed. So we're dropping -1 each turn. We got a pack of black orcs, some orc boys, some goblins, some goblin archers, orc boar boys, and doom diver catapults. And then we have Grimgor, of course. So I think we're gonna go straight for it. We're gonna try and get a battle here in before the first part ends. It's gonna be pretty even battle. He's got orc archers, goblin spearmen, basic orc units, goblin chariots, and his leader. So let's see. It's the Battle of Iron Rock. So we can see orc error boys. It's supposed to be arrow boys, but error. They've committed an error. They have poor accuracy, decent melee combatants though. So they're pretty much like slightly weaker than your orc boys in melee, but they make up for it with like a little bit of archer skills. They're not very good. Like the orcs are not an archer faction. They are by far a just heavy infantry bash you. Like the black orcs are insane once you get them in a battle. So we're gonna be kind of leaning on the black orcs to make the magic happen here. And of course we're gonna be leaning on. Is it in range? Oh, it's just slightly out of range. That's okay. So we're also gonna be leaning heavily on this doom diver catapult. Oh my goodness. Alright, so how do we want to do this? I guess let's just get some orcs here. Grimgor, you just get in the middle of them, right? And this is gonna be the first group here. Oh, I forgot the goblins. Oh no, we can't forget the goblins. Don't forget the goblins. Alright, no, Grimgor, you're gonna sit right in the middle of all of them. Alright, there you go. And we'll lock the group. Good. And then we got some goblin archers who will march up with them. I debate leaving like a unit here with the catapults, but I don't think I'm really gonna need it. I'm gonna mainly use this these boar boys here to like make up for that. So boar boys are gonna head off here to the side. My main army is gonna head down the mid here. We're not gonna run them. We're not gonna run them. We're gonna run these guys up just a pinch. We're gonna move them up just a pinch. All right, hold on. Don't launch them yet. You launching people already? Goodness. Oh, he coming right for me. He coming right for me. Oh, snap. He gonna come right for me. He want a piece of it. All right, get over there. Archers. Y'all get into position here. Go. Go, 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 go. All right, you guys. What do I want to aim for? What's our most dangerous thing? I guess aim for the melee, like the melee units. Alright, so we're going to see this Doom Diver catapults here, guys. Here we go. Alright, so they shoot goblins up in the air. Oh god, scroll up. And now they fly in. And boom! I didn't do much. I won't lie to you. I didn't do a lot. So the boars are going to be the big units here to be looking out for. Alright, so let's go for it here. Get them in. Go for that. Get in there. Aim at those. Pull the boars behind. You aim at those archers in the back because we don't want to get too much friendly fire. And then boars go in and hit them from the side. Pull back around with the flank from the goblins. Y'all just shoot at those ones. Go after the chariots. I think they should be able to catch the chariots. We got these boars here. If anything, they're gonna at least get them out of the fight and we could clean up the main portions of the army. Alright, Grimgor, come over here. Come over here, Grimgor. Come on. Come on, Grimgor. Alright. Get in there. As we can see, it's not as cool to watch Orks versus Orks, but it's something at least. So we're going to switch these around. We're going to take those off. Stop shooting. So enemy is wavering. The victory is looking good for us at the moment. We're gonna be chasing down. We want to kill this Nash guy. We got the boar boys coming in from the back to hit the archers with the big flank. These are like my favorite unit for the orcs is the boar boys, just because like you have this heavy infantry that just smacks the front, and they have to deal with the heavy infantry, right? They have to deal with the orc infantry because like if you don't, you're just gonna crumble and die. But then you have the boars that just come in and hit the flanks because you're so focused on the middle. That's oh man. So we got a decisive victory. I don't think we killed Nash. I think Nash is still alive. Only killed 195 of them. We only deployed 439 of them. Alright, so what do we want to do? Do we want to ransom the captives? No, we don't want to lose fightiness. Slaughter captives would give us +4 leadership, which is pretty good. Or we could eat the captives and get 1% replenishment. I'd rather take the +4 leadership for 5 turns, just because the 1% replenishment isn't actually going to do very much. So let's see. We can give Grimgor a point, so we can give him a point in either one of 3 categories. We have character stats, which upgrade him as a character, of course. We have battle stats, which are like help with like leadership and morale and things like that. Weapon strength of other people. And then we have campaign effects, which are like, the first one is campaign movement. This one allows for evasion when using the underway, which is pretty good. Looting, sacking, and raiding. So I think the first point I'm gonna go for the campaign movement speed or movement like range, because is, in my opinion, much better than the others. We got another mission, which is capture Iron Rock, which is right over here, which we are going to go for next. Let's see, what do we want to do? We have currently a -4 obedience due to extorted income. They don't like the fact that I'm extorting income from them. Okay, so I think maybe a boss tent for the obedience. I'm thinking a boss tent for the obedience, I'm not gonna lie. I think we're gonna go for the obedience because I like to have my people happy. And we'll go for the second level there to be able to get some archers eventually. So thank you guys for watching. I'm not sure how long these videos are gonna be. At the moment we're at like 21 minutes. Just because of battles happening, you kind of have to do them a little bit longer. So this series might be 20-minute episodes rather than the 15 that I normally do. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you have a comment, question, or concern, leave it in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next episode.